Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome to Lata Smart Thoughts. There are some days where we feel, why is it all this mad rush? And especially when you are a working mom, you usually tend to have such feelings once in a while or once in a blue moon. Hope I'm not wrong. So it is a daunting and overwhelming experience sometimes. And we really feel, why is this happening? Is it happening only to me or to all other working women? This is definitely a question which is to be pondered over and to reflect upon ourselves and take some steps to keep ourselves enthusiastic and happy. Do you think it is an attainable goal that work and life balance, or a working mom can successfully raise the kids and discharge the family responsibilities? Yes, absolutely yes. We can do both the tasks simultaneously and we can be successful. So in today's video, let me share few tips on working mothers and making the attainable goals to realize in their lives. Here I just want to give in a nutshell the important things in this video, and maybe in my next video I'll share the routine, an effective routine for the working mom. So what are the major things which we should keep in mind when we are working women? Number one, I would always say plan, plan, plan. That is the basic mantra which we should have in our mind. Planning and organizing is the first tip I emphasize to be in the mind. What is to be planned? How is to be planned? What is to be planned? Number one is family. Always we should start the planning from the family. In the family, who are all the members? The age group of the members, because our routines and our responsibilities depend upon the age group of the family members. For example, if you take kids 0 to 2 years or 2 to 4 years or above 5 to 11 years, or the adolescents or the young youth. So what is the age of the children whom we are living with? And are we having any adult companions like in-laws or parents along with us, or somebody else who is taking care of us in the house? And our age also, the couple age also. So all these age factors define our roles and responsibilities, because if it is a kid between 2 to 4 years, the attending duties would be different. If it is an adolescent kid, definitely they are self-made by that age and most of the things are carried on their own. That is one thing. How to plan? Make an organizers. You have to always have a to-do list. Maybe your refrigerator top or a platform in your kitchen. Somewhere we should ideally keep a notepad, or maybe if you are digitally much advanced in the mobile, or calendars, we should have a to-do list at least 1 week minimum in advance. Only then we can plan our meal, we can plan the grocery fillings, any utility bills to be paid, or even some other repairs, something. So that should be very much well planned and defined in our calendar, so that will be reminding us, and sometimes at the end of the day when we see, we can reward ourselves by striking off all the activities what we have done for the day. So planning ahead. Likewise the office or the workplace affairs also. Minimum a plan from 1 week to 1 month. What are known and what are controllable should be planned. Definitely emergencies and unexpected days would be there. That is the plan B, or the counter emergencies will be faced with the different crisis management appeal. But a regular plan should be there. This is the first thing I tell everybody, planning and organizing. Second is time management. Just when you are jotting down all the day's activities, please take 5 minutes of your time, sit, take a paper, jot out your day's activities, both household as well office. You see the time offering, how much you give for each activity. There certainly, for your surprise, you will find some activities are not to be given that much time, but still we give. So when we identify those, we can cut short the time and take it effectively. Time log is to be maintained. When we have a time log, always we keep on checking up. So that is like a tracker, how much time we are giving to each of our activity and where needed, where not needed. So this always helps us to adjust the routines much effectively. And of course, it is to be flexible. As I emphasize, Sometimes things are not under our control, emergencies arise, so this planning might not work, but still for a normal day to happen, this will keep us on a focused track. Number 3 is very important, outsourcing. Outsourcing is also a task which keeps us little free and energetic. Taking help from others is not something we have underperformers or it is our failure. Outsourcing is always needed according to our family budgets. Maybe like activities like cleanups or backyard cleaning, some other services which we can pay from our pockets comfortably. We should take help from others and give certain costs for the outsourcing. That is very much essential. Number 4, I just would say delegate, delegate, delegate. In the household, along with us, there are family members. Give few of your duties which can be shared in the time to your spouse, or sometimes maybe if they are staying apart or you are with the children where you have to manage both the activities on your own. So definitely you should take the dual load. Of course I do that. Then children, based on their age, organizing their closets, organizing their toys, organizing their books, or making the preparation for the next day if it is adolescent kids or and all. We can definitely delegate even cleaning up the table, making the dishes, or cleaning the kitchen platform. We can give certain duties to the children and even the adults who are along with us. These are very important. For example, vaccinations to be followed or some regular health routines for the adults to be followed. All these we can delegate among the family members so that they will accompany, get the things done for us. Number 5 is stress management. This is very, very, very important for every woman, because family or the workplace where you are giving a bigger role or responsibility, whatever it is purely dependent on our work to as far as our part is concerned. If it is family, entire family's energy, emotional health will be based on us. So we should be very careful about our stress management. How do we manage stress? There are 2 things to be taken care. Self-care for physical health, self-care for mental health. Physical health. Here, always when we are especially Indian moms, our psychology will be that we are last priority for ourselves. We take care of everybody else in the family and then we come to ourselves. No, but it is to be a top priority to keep yourself fit and fine. Only then we can attend everybody in the family. Number 1 is food. Should take proper food. Most of the women have the habit of skipping breakfast because making up and moving to the office places morning times might not permit them. But you should never skip your food. Number 1. In the carry bags or vanity bags, let us have some dry fruits or some hydrating liquids with us always to keep ourselves hydrated. This physical, food and exercise is a must. Exercise, when I talk, it is not that big workouts we do. Could be a small aerobic, or could be a small walk, or just some warming up exercises or yoga. Start your day at least 5 minutes for yourself. Spend for yourself. Start with that. Maybe a spiritual enchanting recitation, meditation, or some yoga. First, immediately after getting up, just give 5 minutes time for yourself. Even having a cup of coffee, watching, taking news from the newspaper, or watching TV, or watching your mobile, whatever it is, give 5 minutes. Reflect upon your day's activities, cheer up and start the day. Second is, along with physical health, mental health. This is very much important because stress is built up because when we have lot of performance factors, we aim at perfection. Sometimes I tell you, perfection is not always necessary than time management in certain tasks when it is considered. Because morning when you want to clean up the kitchen platform, if you keep doing that, maybe your time goes short. Evening after coming we can do so, but we can manage it. We can't leave messy kitchen and walk out, but we can clean up and move. So that is what I mean perfection. It is not that leaving the task undone. At the same time, we should think of our own mental interests. You remember, you recall yourselves, what were your favorite activities in childhood? dancing, music, art, play, some kind of activities like gardening. Choose any one or two activities which appeal, or reading, or maybe social media to certain extent, but use that at least for some time in your routines as a part of your hobbies, so that when you do yourself the most interesting thing, what you like, the stress is automatically bursted. And second is multitasking concept. Most of us know that women are by birth multitaskers, but what I observed and what I suggest is, instead of making multitasking, especially when you are in home, instead of that, prioritize the task and give one-on-one time. That would be more effective. For example, when you are sitting with the kids' studies, some telephonic calls or the text messages to be answered, we keep doing both simultaneously. We think that dual work is being carried, but the effectiveness in the child's monitoring is reduced. So that we should be careful. Which two can be done together? Maybe while cooking you can answer a phone and do, but when it is a child's time we can't. So this is very important, what I feel, that is the me time for self-care, physical as well mental, so that your stress is bursted. And over distracting factors should not come into our routines. Distracting factors means whatever the activity which consumes too much of our time. Might be a long conversation over phones, or excessive use of updations of the job related activities, or maybe the social media, whatever it is. When you feel that you are giving more than the time enough from home, that should be bifurcated. Likewise, even in the workplace, we should be mindful and productive. When we are in the workplace, our continuous focus should be on the workforce and the activities, so that we can plan them ahead and organize, and we can do them thoroughly. So these are the tips which I feel which every working woman should have in the mind, and so that we can keep ourselves ease and we can balance both work and life effectively. And family activities, last but not least, is my emphasis. Have some weekend activities. Definitely, weekend is not always meant for cleaning up and just taking care of household affairs. Some family time with your spouse or the kids, or entire family activities should be planned, maybe a small outing or just going out on a dinner. All these will keep us mentally bonded, because in these days both couples should work to maintain a very comfortable living. But we may not have large chunks of time to sit with the family and spend, but those little time what we have should be spent productively, and that will really boost our energy, and for an entire week we'll have that energy with that. So try please these tips and make yourself a successful career woman and a mother. Please do share with all the working mothers if it is interested, and subscribe for seeing such content more. Thank you.